Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of JavaLavaCraft, and it is time to start on a very big project. If you could see behind me, we have put up a little bit of a, line of stone bricks around our entire mega base plot. Well, we're gonna get started on a huge project. It's gonna be the outer wall. That's right, we are gonna be putting a wall around this entire area, and it goes out pretty far. I believe it's 300, I went out 300 blocks in each direction from this X right here, so I guess it is 600 plus blocks, probably around 650 blocks from here to here, and it's pretty huge, and it's a perfect square. So we need to start actually by doing a little bit of work over in the redstone area over here, because you can see this line goes right across it, and I have a super cool idea for that, but that's going to require us to finish that project up. And as you know, we still have a few more farms to do, but that's not a problem. We're gonna go ahead and get a few more of them finished right now. Well, that took a long time, and it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, that is not all of the redstone that needs to go into this area. It is starting to fill up for sure, But there's a few more projects we need to get done, but I'm a little done with redstone for the time being, so we're going to have to come to that in the future. And it is time to get started on our wall design, but first, let me just show you what we actually built. So this one's probably pretty obvious. It's a very basic cactus farm, and it's not super high efficiency, and we're mostly using it for bone meal for the time being because we don't actually need any cactuses, but we're gonna need some in the future, so it's good to, oh, got to see one break. It's good to get that started now. Anyways, it's pretty simple, it's pretty self-explanatory, but when the cactus tries to grow up, it pops right off because it can't grow next to a fence post, and then all of the cactuses get, well, pushed by the water into a central point there, and then we just have a little bit of a collection system down there running into our bulk storage. And this over here is a beast of a project. This took a very long time, and you only got to see one of the modules, which each module took about an hour to get done just because we had low sources of string until we went out and just finally found a cave spider spawner from one of our earlier episodes. And as you can see, that it uses a lot of hoppers, like a lot. It's almost an optical illusion moving back and forth like that. Cool. Anyways, this wool farm is extremely efficient. There's each type of colored wool going right up. You can tell which colored sheep is on each level because of the corresponding colored pillar. And yeah, we have each one of them going all the way up in kind of the gradient, which is cool because you can't actually tell what color they are when you look at the sheep, because once they're sheared, their wool turns back to white. Anyways, we have a constant flow of wool coming through this of all types of colors. It actually gets pretty backed up, so maybe we're going to have to do something about that in the future. There's actually 2 more rows of hoppers underneath this. Yeah, so those all have wool in them, and they are just filling up so fast. I should have built a bigger storage system. I thought 1.6 million items would be enough. It's not. Anyways, yeah, so you can see that we have placed all of the item filters for each color of the wool in here, and this is the one I did last, so it's pretty ridiculous to see how much it's already full. I am sure that the first one we did is already, yeah, already completely full. So we actually had to put a pretty sizable overflow area down below for the time being. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So they're filling up very quickly, and well, I guess I haven't figured out a way to go to the overflow very efficiently yet, but down here we've just had to put a whole mess of hoppers and chests down just so that it didn't completely back up our storage system. And as you can see, whoa, that's pretty crazy. Alright, that's like 2 full chests of just randomly colored wool. Looks kind of cool. Definitely not the most efficient way to, oh wow, to collect wool, though. It's not a great way to keep yourself organized. Anyways, all the organized stuff is up top. I don't know why we went so big on the wool farm, but it just kind of filled in the space, and I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. It's one of the most efficient farms I've ever done. We didn't do this off of any tutorial, although I'm sure it's been done before because wool farms are a little overdone. Alright, and lastly I'm going to show you just a few more fun little things on the technical side of the redstone area that we have improved. Alright, so down on this layer of the bulk storage system for the mega farm, you can see that we've added some chests here in the ground, and those chests have a super cool function. So we are, well, we already crafted all of the melons up, and we have a full row of melons, and basically we're getting a little backed up on melons. So what we can do with them alternatively is just collect some here, throw them in this chest, and it filters into a composter over into this water stream, and you can see them just go right up there. Yep, wow, look at that, that's pretty cool. I was planning on closing this up, but it's kind of cool to be able to see all those melons fly up there. Anyways, you can definitely hear when it's working, and they basically just get completely converted into bone meal, and that ends up right over here. So all you got to do is move the melons from one chest to another, and you have a bunch of bone meal. Currently, the cactus farm is also being siphoned into the bone meal line because we need a lot of bone meal. And another cool thing is I can access these chests from down here as well. So that just means if we get a bunch of sugar cane that we don't need, we can just throw that in there as well. And it's going to go ahead and compost it for us, because as you can see, the sugar cane is almost a problem as well. As it fills up, it gets pretty bad. And we actually have this very last chest here hooked directly into this hopper line, so that if we are AFKing at this farm and the melons overflow all the way to the last set of chests, which they have, we can just have them automatically transported into the composting system, which kind of voids the any reason to have this final row, because it's never going to fill up. But yeah, it's just a little bit of overflow protection, and it's been working out pretty well. I'm surprised that we have gone through all of these chests, because I did fill them all up after crafting down quite a few full melons. Anyways, that has been a very fun thing to do, and yeah, that's how we're getting our bone meal now. Oh, we also finally added another dispensing system to our... Oh, we have to get out this way. We have added another automatic dispensing system to our poppy bone meal converter as well, right over here. So after we added the item filter and was kind of just doing the composting off to the side, filtering into a chest over here, I decided obviously we're not going to want to have to go to multiple spots to get our bone meal. So this is also automatically producing bone meal over here from the excess poppies that the iron golems produce, and doing the exact same thing, going up through the water stream and just being put into our bone meal system. Well, I guess it goes that way. Anyways, that's it, I think, for the farms. Like I said, we still have a few more to do in this area before we put some walls up around everything and make this area super cool. However, I am, like I said, redstoned out. So it is time to get on to the giant build, the mega wall, the outer rim, whatever you want to call it. I haven't fully decided. This was kind of a spur of the moment decision, but I thought it would be fun to do a wall, and we have a ton of stone that we need to get rid of. Although I don't think we have nearly enough to even get a portion of this entire wall done with the idea I have for it. As you can see, it goes pretty far in every direction, and it's going to end up being super cool. And we kind of have a dividing line of where we're going to put the netherrack up to as soon as this wall gets done, and I think it would be easier to have the wall done first if we're going to do a wall, which we are, before we put all that netherrack down, so we kind of know where we need to terraform to. And each of these is probably going to be an entrance of some kind. I think we might also do a pathway going in a X pattern right through the mountain. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, and it would be another way to get into our mega base, kind of like a landing strip, which would be fun. And yeah, I guess it's time to get into it. Over here, I have collected quite a bit of... Oh, I don't know why that's there. We don't need that one there. We have collected quite a bit of stone bricks and a little bit of black stone and basalt, but we're going to leave this pile over here alone for a bit, and we probably need to go get some andesite and mossy cobblestone and stuff like that, but oh my goodness, those vines grow so slow. I don't know if we're going to have too much mossy cobblestone on this wall, and anyways, it's mostly going to get covered up, so it doesn't really matter what the texture is. We just want to get the walls in place. And, well, I guess I've stalled and put this off long enough. It is finally time to jump right into it. Alright guys, well that is actually all we're going to have time for in today's episode, but you know what? We got quite a bit of work done, and I'm really happy with the progress that we've made with the wall so far. I know right now it looks a little bland. It's just stone brick, and we're trying to break away from using so much stone brick in our mega builds, but we had a lot of stone. This is actually all the stone. We went right to there. We actually built this entire wall as well. But we're pretty much out of stone, so we are gonna have to go get some more and probably set up a little bit of a beacon mining setup and all that good stuff just to get some stone, because it's a really easy resource to gather, and I don't really feel like going into the Nether to get chests upon chests upon chests of blackstone yet. However, that's coming up in the very near future. But, like I said, that's all we have time for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and make sure you hit that like button if you did, and hit that subscribe button if you're excited to see even more content from the JavaLavaCraft world. Bye!